Hey guys, and welcome back to another Monsterverze video. So originally I was just planning on making like a normal dress up video, but guess what freaking happens the second I stop recording? I kid you not. I switch over, I'm like searching up because I heard there's new codes for Monsterverse and stuff, and a little mini update came out with new hairs and textures and a few new items. So I was like, okay, I'll start filming. I'll go ahead and start filming and stuff. And this is one of the newer hairs. But basically, Monsterverse got content deleted for sexual content again. This is like a reoccurring thing if you're following like the game a bit before beta. Monsterverse, basically what happened was they kept getting deleted for like sexual content because they were uploading like shadings for like women's body, which I think is like genuinely pretty ridiculous. Monsterverse is like literally like they have basically the same shadings as It Girl or like Dress to Impress, but they don't get content moderated because they actually bring in a lot of money for Roblox. So like why would they honestly content moderate a game that's making them so much money and giving them such a player base and so many YouTubers are promoting and playing and spending money on? But Dress to Impress and like It Girl and Royal High especially are a big competition. Like, oh wow, who would think finally a game that's like being inclusive and showing different body types that aren't like pencil thin. Oh my gosh, we must content moderate it immediately. I'm sorry, like it's too much. Holy crap, I guess I should have been born as like a toothpick or something. But basically, apparently like Royal High is just a rumor at this point. I'm not saying that it's actually true. Everything's alleged. Apparently like a bunch of Royal High stans and Dress to Impress and It Girl stans were all like spam reporting Monsterverse, but I don't honestly know if that's true. I get the Royal High community is like really toxic, and that's why a lot of YouTubers were leaving and like a bunch of controversy and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, Monsterverse is the new Royal High, Monsterverse is the new Royal High, and all that stuff. But like they're two different games. I mean, you're not gonna lose your entire base. Like, it's honestly not that deep, sincerely. I understand like there's a lot of drama between like those Twitter communities, but honestly guys, do we really think it was Royal High players spam reporting the game? Like a whole week ago, the entire game got content moderated and they pushed the release date back to October 31st, which I think is kind of cool because it's on Halloween. It's a monster game. Genuinely, like Roblox just needs to chill with the thing. I guess the thumbnail, well, it's in my thumbnail for my video too. The profile picture for the game, one of the banner images, is like kind of inherently sexual, and so are some of the art. But like there was entire like porno games on Roblox like a month ago, and like Creepcraft left and stuff, so is it really that serious? Not really. Anyways, here I was just playing with the skin tone and I finished this little hair combo for my character, which I think looks pretty nice. Messing with some of the saturations. I'm trying to go for a kind of Valentine's Day like devil look, very Monster High, like very textured and pretty and dimensional. I also got all of the VIM stuff in one of my other videos, so I really want to use all of those new items and all of the set items I have. And I'm not even kidding you, like back to the content deleted thing, I hope that it saves all our game passes and data, because I literally bought VIM yesterday and the game's already content moderated for the second time this month, which like content moderation Roblox is just so freaking stupid. Holy, it honestly makes me so upset that like this new game is already struggling. It's not even like a month in just because it doesn't have like the favor of Roblox because Royal High exists. It's kind of stupid. Anyways, here I am putting on the eyes and some lips for my monster. I'm going with these little recolorable ones. I think they look pretty proportional with the goddess eyes. I made a whole different video on how to like make realistic Monsterverse makeup and stuff. So here I am just gonna recolor the lips. I think I'm gonna go for like this tanny pink color. It kind of matches with her complexion and stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and saturate that, add a bit more reds. Here's what the back of the hair looks like on the sides. I'm pretty sure both of these hairs recently got added, like right before this video was released, or is going to be released. I'm not sure when I'm putting it out, either today or tomorrow. But Here's the little bob hair. These are actually 3 different hairs if you were paying attention to what I was putting on. I really like the curly bobs in Monsterverse, especially because usually beta games don't have a lot of curly hair options, and I feel like curly hair characters are just so dynamic and beautiful. So next we're gonna go to the eyebrows. I'm gonna do one of those natural like hairy eyebrows. I'm probably gonna change it to like a thin sharp one and make it like closer to a black color since you can't really see her forehead much, just to make her a bit more dynamic and expressive. I'm also gonna go ahead and like speed up the next few minutes of the clip just to get through all the makeup since I made an entire tutorial. Okay, sorry if like the music on this part is kind of weird. I think it sounds kind of funny though because it's like all sped up and not really, I don't know. I feel like this theme song is used in like every single game, kind of unrelated. But here's me like putting some eyeshadow on her and stuff and just like toying with all those little details and some highlights. I'd also like to really like touch on how like Monsterverse is apparently having like some alleged like developer controversy. I haven't really looked into it. I mostly watch like Pommy videos and like mostly creators that just cover like Dress to Impress, Royal High, It Girl, Monsterverse, because I really like dress-up games right now, and I feel like we're getting so much good like dress-up content in the spirit right now. So it would be kind of like a waste not to. Here I'm gonna be starting on her little monster parts of my character, and we're basically just gonna like give her a textured tail, and usually I like to size up all of the monster parts of my character to make them look more dynamic and animated and like blend in with the graphics of Monsterverse, basically making them match the environment. I also really like to touch on how beautiful her hair looks. Like, look at that. I love how the extended textures for the hair pack gave her like a few black streaks and how it just looked really nice on the curly hair textures, because I know a lot of games, especially Royal High, holy, they just don't have textures that mesh well with curly hair. Like the curly hair texture just absolutely destroys those graphics. Every time I put a texture or like one of those two-toned hairs on one of my Royal High characters, it absolutely fucks them up. Like, they look horrible. Okay, so here I'm gonna start adding some mouthpieces and playing with her piercings to give her some more shape and stuff. I'm definitely trying to use these like little braces on her arms because they recently got fixed and they used to be glitched. Here you can see the little rose thing. I think I'm just gonna use the pearls here because they like add a bit to her eye and stuff. I really like that. I might later on like add some vampire frames to it and just kind of even out her eye. I really like the VIM sets for the normal femme, default femme body, but I think they look really good on the plus size femme once they're like rigged and released. I'm kind of upset for like 1.2k Robux they don't have it rigged for all the body types, but like I genuinely understand it's in beta and stuff. The game was like priding itself on inclusivity, and it just hurts to see like so many players complain upon release like, hey, I only have like 2 things to put my character in and there's no gameplay, which just genuinely isn't fair. So here I'm sizing up the little YouTuber extension horns that I could get from VIM. I'm gonna color the ribbons to like match the black parts in her hair and make her stand out. I'm kind of upset that upon release there were no like basic devil horns you could add like to customize them and make them look better. Anyways, here's just me like playing around with the new VIM bag and stuff. I really like the VIM bag and I think I'm gonna leave it on her. I also think the alt baddie leg warmers look really nice on the character and stuff, but I feel like it would take away from like the VIM details, so I'm gonna leave them off for this specific OC. I do have them on my normal Miki default avatar, if you want to call it that. Here I'm pretty much adding onto the frames in her face and completing her full face. I think the frames really bounced off like all the pearls and stuff and made it look really good. Next, this is where I'm going to start with the bodice and adding details there. The bodice part I did go back and forth a lot with. Here we have the little pink colors, but I noticed the pink I saved in my palette does match her exact skin tone, and I wanted to keep her corsets on like a more textured and like deep color scheme to contrast with her light pink skin. So basically this OC is meant to be like a little love OC or like Cupid from Monster High. Definitely was a really big inspo for it. Next I'm mostly just like going through and like texturing all of the corset pieces. I really like using the cheetah print thing because it came with the hair textures pack that's on sale right now in the shop. I like using like the textures and stuff in the cheetah prints because they can like match up with her little two-toned hair, and I think it makes her look really cute. So next I'm going to mess with the drapery and stuff because I was noticing when I was doing like the lace and the drapery that one of them wasn't coloring to the texture, and it's just kind of like bothering me because I really think the lace part or like the drapery, I can't really tell because I'm layering the corsets right now. I'm using the 12-hour premium set, the Hauntress one, and the VIM Vampiria set. Basically, I finally found out like what was wrong with it, and I started editing all of the little pieces of the outfit to make it more coherent. I really wanted to make the jewelry stand out really good on the goddess set or like the ghoulish set, because I think the jewelry is really pretty and that we don't have a lot of jewelry options in the game because it's in beta, and there's definitely priorities that the developers have. And especially getting gameplay in the game right now because the only thing you can do is dress up, which I'm not complaining about because I do love a good dress up game. So here's the long Vampiri skirt. I've honestly been really unable to style it. I can't really find out what to do with it. Here is the basic uniform skirt that they kept teasing on Twitter. It's really cute, but it does stretch out all of the little patterns that you can put on it. So I decided to color it that dark pink color and use the accents as the cheetah print. I was playing around with the pants toggles and stuff because I didn't really know which one I liked. Here's the Hauntress Ghoul Ghost set. I saw a lot of people on Twitter complaining that the skirt does get rid of your legs, which it's supposed to, like, it's a ghost. But I was a bit confused about that, you know? Like, people on Twitter nowadays, they complain about everything. Anywho, I think I'm basically done with this OC. I like it a lot. I think she looks very dynamic and a bit different from all the rest of my OCs. I also like that the hijab is now free, because if you have a Muslim character or if you're Muslim and you want to represent that in the game, you absolutely can now. And I'm going to go ahead and cut to when I go ahead and take some photos of her. Okay, so here's what she looks like in the in-game lighting. I think she looks pretty good and you can see all of her features really well, which is something that you can really struggle with certain skin tones in Monsterverse. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video for today, so tell me what you think about the little character and if you have any names for her in the comments. I'll see you in the next one, and then hopefully by then Monsterverse will be